Jacolby, when you found out about Coach, when you found out about Coach, what were your immediate thoughts, and how difficult was it to go from shifting into that thinking into actually playing a game this week?
First, I'll start off by just saying I appreciate him more than anybody knows. Known him for 6 years, recruited me since I was a junior in high school. One of my first offers came to my house immediately, and I owe him everything. I owe him more than I can owe him. And Miss Sally, my family loves her. My little sisters love her, and for me to have this opportunity, I just went out there and just played for him, played for Tally, Mitch, everyone that's just been by my side, welcoming me and just giving me that opportunity. But when I heard the news, I was devastated 100%. And it was the seniors. I mean, just going out there, we knew that we had to play for the seniors. I mean, for what happened with Coach, it was tough, 100% it was. And a lot of the guys, they stuck together, and they were like, we have to win this ball game, not for ourselves, not for the seniors, but for everybody, for Coach Brown. A guy that's put his all into this program, done everything right, and he just led us.
Was there any kind of conversation among the players without any coaches about how to best handle this, how to best move forward together, and then obviously have the game today?
Yes, sir. It's all about taking it one day at a time. Rely on each other. That's what we all did in that locker room. We knew Coach Brown wasn't going to be our coach for much longer, but at the end of the day, you had to play a football game. And we went out there and we played our tails off, and that's all he wanted us to do. And it's sad. You love being in ball games like that, but you hate losing them, and we just didn't capitalize when it mattered.
Jacolby, how did that conversation kind of go down? Did you gather you guys here, and just kind of what were some of the things that he was kind of communicating to you guys when he was
Well, he just, after practice, he told us, and we all stood up and we thanked him. Every single body after practice, individual line, every single player just came, hugged him, told him how much we appreciate him for all he's done for us. And we were sad. We wish we would have heard the news after, but like I said, the guys knew we had a game to win, and so we went out there and we played our tails off.
Mac just talked about how he kind of knew it was time for him. Did you ever get a sense from Coach that he knew his time was short, or he was ready to be done?
You kind of have those clues every now and then. Whenever I was back at Arkansas, I thought he would as soon as I came back, but I mean, I was excited he didn't. And I mean, you just never know. But I knew the time was going to come. Didn't know when, and I appreciate him more than anyone knows.
Jacolby, how would you describe? What words would you use for trying to encompass what this week has been like for you guys as players? The MAC news earlier in the week, trying to get ready for the final game of the regular season and your rival. Just what would you say this week has been like for you guys?
I mean, for starting off in the week, it was obviously a little rough. I mean, a guy you pour your heart and soul out to, and for what he's done. But it's kind of like a hill, you know. You kind of go up that hill and you hear some news, but you know you just have to keep going. And we're at the bottom of the hill when we heard the news, but as the week kept going on, we reached the top, and we just wanted to keep it level, keep it going. We lost today, and you don't want to lose to a team, your rival, and it sucks 100%. But you just have to keep it going. We have a bowl game, and you can't let your head hang down.
From your vantage point, what happened in the brawl afterwards with State?
I wasn't on the field to see that, so I heard about it in the locker room, but wasn't anything I planned on being involved in.
Right, you guys good?
Jacolby, obviously there's going to be a new coach in place here fairly soon. What kind of team, what kind of program would the new coach be inheriting?
I mean, I couldn't tell you. I don't know what guy that's going to come in and run this program.
What kind of group are you guys? He's going to come in here, he's going to look in the room and see a bunch of you guys. What is he going to see?
He's going to see a bunch of guys that we know what Carolina football is all about. And if you want to be here, be here. If you don't, we're going to ride with the guys that want to stay, and we're going to show this new coach that, hey, this is what Carolina football is, and you can bring in your guys, but we're here to stay, and we're going to give you our all.
What was, Jacolby, after the game tonight, what was the mood like in the locker room with you guys, with Mac? Just what was maybe the tone of what you all talked about and how you sort of left things walking out of here?
It was sad 100%, but I mean, for the seniors, most especially, like I talked to all those guys, and before the game, told them like, you're going to get everything I have. Like, you welcomed me in, and that's all I can give you. And it's locker room was sad. There's some guys that obviously, when Coach Brown addressed us and came up to us and talked to us, there's some guys thanking him, things of that nature. It was just a locker room that I wish they would have won.
So did you go around to the seniors, like you said, pregame, and
Yes, sir.
like, sort of one by one, maybe?
Yes, sir.
Jacolby, you talked about the process of, shifting gears going into the game and preparation. I guess from your vantage point, how was Mac this week? Like, did he seem different? Just what was his demeanor like going through?
Well, he was the same guy he always is, always talking at practice, lifting up the guys. We'll have a walkthrough, he'd be like, good throw, 12. Same thing, like he wasn't leaving. There was times at practice where I didn't even recognize it whenever he was talking, like, hey, he's not going to be my coach next year. And he was just the same guy, the same head coach he came in, and he's going to be that same guy regardless.
Did you happen to see the play on Kaimon that he got hurt? And did you sense afterward a significant uptick in energy on y'all's part?
It was mentioned 100%. I didn't see the play, but it was mentioned. And when we heard it, we just knew that's just unacceptable.
What you think was holding you guys back in the first half as an offense, and the second half you really got it going offensively? Like, what did you think changed maybe at halftime or throughout the game where you guys were able to have like more success offensively?
We just realized what they were giving us, and we just told guys, like I told them, like, I'm going to give you all a ball. There's some times where I miss some throws, 100%, but that happens to every single quarterback. But I told them, I'm going to give you a chance. You're going to make a play and just have fun doing it.
Got to ask you about Amari. He passed 1,500 yards 2 straight years. Only 3 other guys this century that have done that in the ACC. One of them, Mark Jackson. What are your thoughts just about Amari and being able to go 1,500, and also that shovel pass worked again for you guys?
Yes, sir. He's just simple as can be. He's that guy, and that's all I can say. And you can look that up, and it's going to tell you exactly the type of person he is, football player he is.
You told us in Tallahassee when you had the shovel pass that you knew in pre-snap that he saw what was coming. Did you have a similar experience in pre-snap with today's shovel pass?
Yes, sir. We knew exactly what coverage they were going to be in. We had a alert if they were in something different, but they gave us what we wanted, and I saw it as soon as I tossed the ball up and ran down the field with them.
Almost same exact play. I mean, where he ran.
Yes, sir.
Jacolby, what would you say, with all you all have been through this season, starting with Max's injury in the opener, what would you say this team's headspace is for a bowl game? Do you think you guys want to play a bowl game? How would you describe that?
Yes, sir. Great question. I'd say the guys that are going to be here are going to be here, and they want to be a part of this. And we're just going to go out there and win this ball game. Man, we're going to win this ball game for Coach Brown. He's not going to be out there with us, but he's going to be on the field with us in our hearts.
That pretty much speaks for the team.
Yes, sir.
Everybody wants to play in a ball.
Yes, sir.
One more game.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Thank you, Jacolby.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Max last game, obviously, just your thoughts, your emotions, maybe the emotions of the team, and post-game with the coach.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. I know for me personally, it sucks because I was Coach Brown's first recruiting class since he came back for a second time, and I truly appreciate him taking a shot on not only me but the rest of my classmates and the rest of the guys that got recruited by him as well. I know just personally, I'd be somewhere else if it wasn't for Coach Brown taking a shot on me. And he gave me an opportunity, not a lot of Power 5, Power 4 now, but a lot of Power 4 coaches didn't give me a shot of doing, and he took a shot with me. He's like, I don't care how tall you are, I don't care how small you are, we want you. And, this is, even though nights like this wasn't according to plan, and there was some other times during my past years where it didn't go as planned, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. And Coach Brown leaving, it sucks, but he's just been a tremendous guy for this program. I know there's sometimes records, we base a lot of our success off the records, we base a lot of our influence off records in certain games, certain moments and stuff like that, but the impact and the culture change that this man has done for this program, for this university, has been like y'all see it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's been a a culture change, just family coming together. Doesn't matter win, lose, draw, alumni coming back, alumni giving back, people in the Rams Club giving back, alumni, same thing. And, he has just changed his program around tremendously, brought a lot of recruits in. And just not even from the football aspect, but just from an outside the lines perspective, he's also done a great job. And so, I appreciate Coach as a coach, as a man, but most importantly as a person, just because of how great of a human being he is and how much he has sacrificed for his team. Doesn't matter if people agreed with him or not. He was going to do everything that was going to be best for his team, and that's something that doesn't matter if you agree with how he did things or whatever that he did. You got to respect him as a man, as a human being for that. So,
Ken, when he told you on Tuesday, were you surprised, and what went through your mind? What was your immediate reaction?
Wow, just didn't expect it to happen that sudden. And it's just one of those things where, it was just a typical Tuesday practice, and he brought us up. He let us know that he got released, and none of us were expecting that type of news, especially, that early on in the week. And, that was just something, we didn't want to. I know Coach was just like, he didn't want to make a distraction. He wanted to go ahead and get it over with, and it wasn't a distraction. It was just one of those things that it genuinely caught us off guard, and we just weren't ready for it at all.
Jacolby said you guys had conversations. Can you share with some of what the conversations were like, and if there was something maybe just all the players without coaches and a few of the older guys led?
No, I mean, it was just those conversations like, dang, like when, like why did this happen? When, like, was this like a impulsive decision made? Was this like just a whole bunch of questions, like trying to figure out what's going on? Why was it so sudden? Like, why couldn't he just finish out the year first before we started, releasing and stuff like that? But, that's something that's out of our wheelhouse. That's something that's out of our control. We can't, obviously we can't control, but we can't control whether that we know things about, coaches being released and stuff like that. So all we could was just ask questions and try to figure out what's going on. But, at the end of the day, the decision was made, and that's what we had to live with.
And to go off of that, as far as hearing the news and it was surprising and things like that, talking about controlling what you can control, how different was game week this week for you guys? Kind of obviously prepping for state, but then also knowing Mac is leaving.
Yeah, I don't really think it was any different, to be honest with you. Obviously, just this game meant more, and we had a lot to play for and stuff like that. But just in terms of preparation and trying to equip ourselves with what we needed to go into this game, there wasn't really anything differently that we've done.
With that said, how motivated were you guys, just man-to-man, to play for Mac and then come out and ball for him today?
No, we were very motivated, and it wasn't just for Coach Brown's sake, but it's just just all in all, just this year, this was definitely one of the most challenging years I've had as a football player, and that's going all the way back to me being in rec league. Like, I've never dealt with so much loss before, you know what I'm saying? And that's coming from losing Max in the very beginning of the year to losing Ty Lee, and then having coaches dealing with health issues, and of course, Coach being released. So there was a lot of trials and tribulations this year. But it's one of those things where we only had to control what you control. We were very motivated not to do it for only Coach Brown, but to do it for everybody else, for everybody that just that put in the work. That's what been waking up the same time as we have, just putting in the work day in, day out, sacrificing their body each and every day, just trying to give us a better record for this team. And so, that's, at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for.
What did you see on the play where you were injured? Did you think it was a complete block?
At the end of the day, my opinion does not matter, or whatever I feel about that. But I did see the video. It was just one of those plays where it is what it is. He rolled up on my leg. It's football. You're going to get hurt. And some of it's acute, some of it's major. And fortunately, mine wasn't. It was honestly best case scenario from the way that it looked at it. And, that's all I'm going to say on it. So.
Did you see, or are you aware of how your teammates reacted? While you were
I was briefly told what happened. So, that was something I didn't really know about it. So.
How does it make you think, how does it make you feel knowing that Daz and Kev and Malachi was over there? A lot of guys were really standing up for you right there.
That just shows you how close knit that I consider my brothers are. These are guys that I've been playing with, like Dez, KJ, Javari, Malachi. These are guys that, I consider close friends of mine anyway. And just for those guys, just to hear about that, knowing that they were, standing 10 toes for me in that moment, man, it means a lot because, just as much as I've given to this program, they've done the same. And we've been through a lot together. And so just like it means a lot to know, it's just like, when a guy goes down, they're willing to peel their ears back and ready to go to battle for me. So it truly means a lot. There's a lot of love for those boys, man, and I really do appreciate them for just being in my corner no matter what. So.
Kaimon,
How did you and your team learn the news of Mac's dismissal?
How do we learn about it?
Yeah.
Just after practice, on Tuesday, just learning that he wasn't going to be here for the bowl game and stuff like that, knowing that this was going to be his last week. So just like I said previously, it was just very sudden. We weren't ready for it. He told us in person, face to face, before we got on our phones and stuff, before media got out about it. So, that's just basically how we learned about it.
Jacolby said that you guys went up after practice Tuesday and maybe sort of talked to Mac one by one. What were some of the things that you shared with him in that moment, Kaimon, if you don't mind?
Yeah, no. All I said was that I thank you. That's honestly all I told him was just thank you. Thank you for recruiting me. Thank you for giving me a shot when nobody else did. Thank you for not listening to all the recruiters that told me that I was this, I was too that, and I was basically just saying I was too small. I appreciate you for not listening to them, and I thank you for trusting me. I thank you for, giving me the keys to be a leader alongside some others on this defense, and not only on the defense but for this team. I thank you for allowing me to, for you putting me in a situation to flourish, not only as a football player but as a man. Just doing things far beyond than I thought I would ever accomplish in college. It was just a thank you, just a overall thank you, umbrella, for all the things and all the opportunities and all the chances that he has given me throughout my time here, because, I don't know where I'll be without him giving me that chance, and I'm truly grateful for that, and I love Coach Brown for that.
He had been saying up until the news came down that he wasn't coming back, he'd been saying that he was coming back or planning. I mean, as a team, did you all think that he would be back next season up until he was told that he wasn't?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, like when any coach is kind of like saying stuff like that, it's like obviously when stuff like that happens, it's like you're trying to figure out like what's going on. Like, is he under fire? Like, you're trying to figure out what's going on. So when coach says like he was coming back, we were like, all right, if that's what's going to happen, then that's what's going to happen. And if it's not, then we'll adapt and change. And so, with that being said, it was just, that for the culture of our team, just how we reacted to it. If he said he was going to come back, he was going to come back. And like I said, it's like if it wasn't the case, then we're just going to have to adapt and move on and just sudden change, as we like to call it on defense, and just keep it pushing.
Kaimon, you played your final game at Keenan. How has this university, this program, the team impacted you and changed you for the better, both on the field and off it?
What is up with you giving me these last questions, man? This is not the way that I planned on going out at all. But you know what I'm saying? I don't regret it by any means. I'm very much at peace with it. I'm proud of the guys. I know we took the L tonight, but I'm proud of the guys, really. I'm proud of everybody from equipment, athletic training staff, nutrition, just staff up on the 5th floor, coaches, players, everybody, video. Like they've been tremendous, man. And just like, there's always people that come and go throughout your time. Like obviously this staff is completely different from how it looked my freshman year versus now. But everybody was put in my life for a reason. God has put every single person in my life for a reason, whether that was a coach, staff member, anybody, and all of them played a significant role in my life. And I really do appreciate them for pouring into me as much as they did all up until this moment. And like I said, this is not the way that I envisioned on going out on my last game in Keenan. But, just know that it didn't matter if it was 9 plays like it was at Pitt, or if it was 5 plays like today, or whether I'm getting about 80-something snaps, 90-something snaps in double overtime with Duke. It don't matter. I gave it my all. and I don't regret it. And I just appreciate Jesus for putting me in this situation, for allowing me just to play alongside my brothers and just to create relationships that I know is going to last me for a lifetime. And I just want to thank Keenan and UNC as an institution, as a university, as a football team for accepting me and just welcome me in like family. So.
Got to clarify, it's not a serious injury.
No.
Can you tell us what it is? Or?
Can we disclose the information?
Let me talk to them.
Okay, so
No, it's not serious. And
no.
'cause
Bye.
You have
Yeah.
more stuff to do in the next few months.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of curious if it won't get.
But
that at all.
me personally, I don't mind. But obviously, due to my superior, I cannot disclose that information right now. So we're just going. We're going.
If you want to tell me.
It's the same leg.
It's your decision.
All right, free reign. Cool. So so basically what happened, I just cracked my fibula. That's all that happened. So I know that's like, yeah. I mean, listen, the way that it looked on film, that's best case scenario. I would take a cracked fibula over a completely fractured ankle and a ruptured ACL at any day of the week. So, from what I know about this type of situation, hopefully it doesn't require any surgery. But and that's what I'm leaning on. I'm staying optimistic about it. But as of right now, that's what they said. That's what they found on the X-ray, that I have a cracked fibula, and we're just going to move on from there. So, I'm just going to have to kick it with the boot for a little bit, and then, we'll just keep pushing after that.
You've got some experience doing that this year.
Kicking it with the boot, man.
Kaimon, thank you for that information, by the way.
Yeah.
What would you say is this team, with all this uncertainty that's hanging over you guys with this program right now,
Mhm.
what would you say is the headspace of this team for a bowl game?
Yeah.
Like, do you think you guys want to play? Like, how would you describe the headspace?
Oh, yeah, most definitely not. We want to play. You know what I'm saying? We got an opportunity to go to a bowl game. We got to finish the season right, especially after what happened tonight. We got to end that on a high. We can't go out with just having this on our back. And so, obviously we want to play. We're not finna be in that situation. I know Coach Brown has talked about how we performed in our first Deuce Mayo Bowl, and we're not trying to have that again. And so, we're definitely ready to play, whether they're guys that want to stay here, going to stay here, whether guys that want to leave, just want to leave. It is what it is. Whoever that we're going to have playing with our 11 on defense, 11 on offense, and that's what we're going to stick with. And I know we're going to be ready to play when the time comes around, whoever we're facing and what bowl we're going to be in.
Righty, y'all good? Appreciate you, Cam.
Oh, yeah, appreciate y'all. Oh, yeah.
James, is that the same leg again?